Question 1. In which year was Project Tiger launched in India? The correct answer is option A, 1973. Explanation: Project Tiger was launched in 1973 by the Government of India with the primary objective of conserving tigers in their natural habitats. It is one of the most successful wildlife conservation ventures in the world, leading to a significant increase in the tiger population in India. Question 2. Latmar Holi is primarily celebrated in the state of. The correct answer is option D, Uttar Pradesh. Explanation: Latmar Holi is a unique and vibrant celebration of Holi, primarily observed in the towns of Barsana and Nandagam near Mathura in Uttar Pradesh. During this festival, women playfully beat men with sticks, lathis, while men try to shield themselves. Question 3. Which of the following awards was won by Lata Mangeshkar in the year 2001? The correct answer is option C, Bharat Ratna. Explanation: the legendary playback singer Lata Mangeshkar was conferred with the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor, in 2001. She had previously received the Dadasaheb Phalke Award in 1989 and the Padma Vibhushan in 1999. Question 4. Details about Sudarshana Lake are given in a rock inscription at Girnar, Junagadh, which was composed to record the achievements of the Shaka ruler __________________. The correct answer is option B, Rudradman I. Explanation: the Junagadh rock inscription of Rudradman at Girnar provides significant details about the Sudarshana Lake. It records the repair work undertaken on the lake by the Shaka ruler Rudradman I in the 2nd century CE, highlighting his administrative prowess and achievements. Question 5. Which article has a similar provision to that of Article 32 and deals with writ jurisdiction? The correct answer is option C, Article 226. Explanation: Article 32 of the Indian Constitution empowers the Supreme Court to issue writs for the enforcement of fundamental rights. Similarly, Article 226 empowers the High Courts to issue writs not only for the enforcement of fundamental rights but also for any other purpose, thus having a wider scope than Article 32. Question 6. Which of the following is not a condition for the President's office in India? The correct answer is option C, he shall not be entitled, without payment of rent, to use his official residence. Explanation: according to Article 59 of the Indian Constitution, the President is entitled, without payment of rent, to use his official residence. The other options, A, B, D, are indeed conditions for the President's office, ensuring the independence and dignity of the position. The President also cannot hold any office of profit and cannot be a member of either House of Parliament or a state legislature. Question 7. Which of the following statements best defines the term monoecious? The correct answer is option C, a flower with both androecium and gynoecium. Explanation: in botany, a plant is described as monoecious if it has both male, androecium, and female, gynoecium, reproductive structures on the same individual plant. This means a single plant bears both staminate, male, and pistillate, female, flowers. Examples include madge and castor. Question 8. Mohan Veena player, Pandit Vishv Mohan Bhatt won the award in the year 1994. The correct answer is option A, Grammy. Explanation: Pandit Vishv Mohan Bhatt, a renowned exponent of the Mohan Veena, was awarded the prestigious Grammy Award in 1994 for his album A Meeting by the River, a collaboration with R.Y. Kuder. He is also a recipient of the Padma Bhushan. Question 9. Who is the Union Minister of State, Independent Charge, for Science and Technology as of July 2023? The correct answer is option B, Jitendra Singh. Explanation: as of July 2023, Dr. Jitendra Singh held the portfolio of Union Minister of State, Independent Charge, for Science and Technology. He also holds other significant portfolios like Minister of State, Independent Charge, for Earth Sciences, MOS-PMO, Personnel, Public Grievances, Pensions, Atomic Energy, and Space. Question 10. Which of the following decomposition reactions is not a redox reaction? The correct answer is option B, decomposition of calcium carbonate. Explanation: a redox reaction involves a change in the oxidation states of atoms. In the decomposition of calcium carbonate, CaCO plus CO, the oxidation states of calcium plus 2, carbon plus 4, and oxygen minus 2 remain unchanged. Therefore, it is not a redox reaction. The decomposition of sodium hydride, Na plus H, potassium chlorate, to KClO to K close plus 3O, and dihydrogen monoxide, to HO to H plus O, all involve changes in oxidation states and are thus redox reactions. Question 11. Who among the following has authored the play Nil Darpan? The correct answer is option C, Deenbandhu Mitra. Explanation: Nil Darpan, the Indigo Mirror, is a Bengali play written by Deenbandhu Mitra in 1860. The play depicted the brutal exploitation of indigo farmers by British planters in Bengal, playing a significant role in raising awareness about the Indigo Revolt. Question 12. Who among the following formed the Bihar Provincial Kisan Sabha in 1929? The correct answer is option D, Swami Sahajanand Saraswati. Explanation: Swami Sahajanand Saraswati formed the Bihar Provincial Kisan Sabha (BPKS) in 1929 to mobilize peasant grievances against Zamindari exploitation. He later became a prominent leader of the All India Kisan Sabha. Question 13. Which of the following Mughal tombs deviates from the typical square hushed behisht 8-part layout? 1. Humayun's tomb. 2. Akbar's tomb, Sikandara. 3. Itimad-ud-Daula. 4. Safdarjan's tomb. The correct answer is option C, only 2. Explanation: the hushed behisht 8-part plan is a distinctive architectural feature of many Mughal tombs, characterized by a central chamber surrounded by 8 smaller rooms. Humayun's tomb, Itimad-ud-Daula, and Safdarjan's tomb all follow this layout. However, Akbar's tomb at Sikandara deviates from this typical plan, featuring a unique terraced pyramid structure with an open-air marble pavilion at the top, rather than a central domed chamber. Question 14. Read the following statements carefully. Statement 1. The seals of the Harappan culture were made using locally found steatite. Statement 2. These seals often feature animal motifs and undeciphered script symbols. Which of the following is correct? The correct answer is option C. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Explanation: Harappan seals are indeed predominantly made of steatite, a soft stone found locally in the Indus Valley region. These seals are famous for their intricate carvings, which often depict a variety of animal motifs, like the unicorn, bull, tiger, elephant, and feature an undeciphered script, which remains a mystery to archaeologists. Thus, both statements are correct. Question 15. The festival of Bhagoria begins 7 days before which Hindu festival? The correct answer is option B, Holika Dehen. Explanation: The Bhagoria festival is a significant tribal festival celebrated by the Bhil and Bhilala tribes in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. It traditionally begins 7 days before Holika Dahan, which marks the eve of Holi. It is often associated with finding life partners and celebrating spring. Question 16. Which of the following terms is specifically associated with the javelin throw? The correct answer is option B, sector. Explanation. In javelin throw, the sector refers to the designated area within which the javelin must land for the throw to be considered valid. The throwing area is marked by 2 lines that form an angle, and the javelin must fall between these lines. Glide and spin are associated with shot put and discus throw respectively, while vault is associated with pole vault. Question 17. Which of the following dynasties minted the Dehliwal coins in Delhi? The correct answer is option B, the Tomaras. Explanation. The Tomaras were a Rajput dynasty that ruled parts of present-day Delhi and Haryana during the early medieval period. They are credited with minting the Dehliwal coins, which were widely circulated in the region and are an important source of information about their rule before the arrival of the Delhi Sultanate. Question 18. Which of the following pairs, educational event, key outcome initiative, is correctly matched? 1. Charter Act 1813 allocated funds for promotion of education. 2. Macaulay's Minute 1835 emphasized traditional Sanskrit learning. 3. Serampur Mission promoted technical education for elite Indians. 4. Orientalist-Anglicist debate resolved by Charter Act 1833. The correct answer is option A, only 1. Explanation. The Charter Act of 1813 is correctly matched as it allocated 1 lakh rupees annually for the promotion of education in India, marking the first official recognition of the British government's responsibility towards education. Macaulay's Minute, 1835, emphasized English education, not Sanskrit. Serampur Mission focused on vernacular education and religious texts. The Orientalist-Anglicist debate was resolved by Macaulay's Minute, not the Charter Act of 1833. Question 19. Who won India's first Paralympic medals in the women's 200m T12 and men's javelin throw F41 events at Paris 2024? The correct answer is option A, Simran, bronze, 200m T12, and Navdeep Singh, gold, javelin F41. Explanation. At the Paris 2024 Paralympics, Simran won a bronze medal in the women's 200m T12 event, and Navdeep Singh secured a gold medal in the men's javelin throw F41 event. These were significant achievements, marking India's first Paralympic medals in these specific categories. Question 20. Which of the following best reflects India's operational and diplomatic approach to boundary demarcation with Myanmar amidst recent local protests over fencing? The correct answer is option B. India and Myanmar conduct joint surveys and proposed a joint boundary working group. Explanation. Amidst local protests over border fencing, India's approach to boundary demarcation with Myanmar has been characterized by joint surveys and the proposal of a joint boundary working group. This reflects a diplomatic and cooperative strategy to resolve disputes and ensure accurate demarcation, rather than unilateral actions or invoking arbitration. Question 21. Who is the author of the book School to Startup: Navigating the Path of Entrepreneurship? The correct answer is option A, Rohit Sinha. Explanation. The book School to Startup: Navigating the Path of Entrepreneurship is authored by Rohit Sinha. This book likely provides guidance and insights for young individuals aspiring to venture into entrepreneurship, drawing from the author's experiences or observations in the startup ecosystem. Question 22. Where was the 4th KIO National, Senior, U21 and Para Karate Championship held from 26 to 29 March 2025? The correct answer is option D, Bengaluru. Explanation: the 4th KIO National, Senior, U21 and Para Karate Championship for the year 2025 was held in Bengaluru. This event is a significant national platform for karate practitioners across various age and ability categories in India. Question 23. Which of the following statements about the 2024 Interstate Athletics Championships are correct? 1. Sahil Silwal crossed 80 for the first time this season to win javelin gold. 2. Jyotika and Amod's 4x400 meters relay team broke the Asian Games record. The correct answer is option A, only 1. Explanation: at the 2024 Interstate Athletics Championships, Sahil Silwal indeed achieved a significant milestone by crossing the 80 mark for the first time in the season to secure the javelin gold. However, the statement about Jyotika and Amod's 4x400 meter relay team breaking the Asian Games record is incorrect in the context of this specific event. Therefore, only statement 1 is correct. Question 24. What is the minimum age required to contest the presidential election in India? The correct answer is option A, 35. Explanation: as per Article 58 of the Indian Constitution, a person is eligible for election as president if they are a citizen of India, have completed the age of 35 years, and are qualified for election as a member of the House of the People, Lok Sabha. Question 25. Read the following statements about aerobic respiration. 1. Glycolysis occurs in the mitochondria. 2. Krebs cycle occurs in the mitochondrial matrix. 3. The final electron acceptor in aerobic respiration is oxygen. Which one of the following statement is correct? The correct answer is option B, only 2 and 3 are correct. Explanation: glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm, not the mitochondria. The Krebs cycle, or citric acid cycle, takes place in the mitochondrial matrix. The final electron acceptor in the electron transport chain of aerobic respiration is indeed oxygen, which forms water. Therefore, statements 2 and 3 are correct. Question 26. Which article empowers the Parliament to create laws on state list subjects under national interest? The correct answer is option A, Article 249. Explanation: Article 249 of the Indian Constitution empowers the Parliament to legislate on a subject enumerated in the state list if the Rajya Sabha declares by a resolution supported by not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting that it is necessary or expedient in the national interest to do so. This power is temporary and valid for 1 year at a time, but can be extended. Question 27. Vilasini Natyam, once performed in temples and courts, is a classical dance form revived in which Indian state? The correct answer is option C, Andhra Pradesh. Explanation: Vilasini Natyam is a classical dance form that originated and was revived in Andhra Pradesh. It has its roots in the temple and court dance traditions of the region, particularly associated with the Devdasis. It was systematically revived and reconstructed by Dr. Swapnasundari. Question 28. Consider the following statements and choose the correct option. Statement 1. The Production Possibility Frontier, PPF, shows the trade-offs and opportunity costs faced by an economy. Statement 2. The PPF is used to estimate the government's total revenue and expenditure. The correct answer is option A, only statement 1 is correct. Explanation: The Production Possibility Frontier, PPF, is a curve that illustrates the variations in the amounts that can be produced of two products if both depend upon the same finite resources. It clearly demonstrates the concepts of trade-offs and opportunity costs in an economy. The PPF is not used to estimate government revenue and expenditure, that is typically done through budgetary analysis. Therefore, only statement 1 is correct. Question 29. A key component evaluated by the 2025 Index of Economic Freedom concerning government size is. The correct answer is option B, government spending levels. Explanation: the Index of Economic Freedom, published by the Heritage Foundation, evaluates countries based on various factors. One of its 4 pillars is government size, which assesses the extent of government intervention in the economy. A key component within this pillar is the government spending levels, reflecting the total amount of public expenditure relative to the economy's output. Other components include tax burden and fiscal health. Question 30. Which 5-year plan focused on heavy industries? The correct answer is option B, second. Explanation: the second 5-year plan, 1956 to 1961, also known as the Mahalanobis Plan, laid strong emphasis on the development of heavy industries and the public sector. It aimed at rapid industrialization, with a focus on steel plants, coal production, and heavy engineering goods to build a self-reliant economy. Question 31. Which Indian initiative under the National Adaptation Fund for Climate Change, NAFCC, aims to improve microclimate resilience through community-led water harvesting in semi-arid zones? The correct answer is option B, Climate Resilient Watershed Program. Explanation: the Climate Resilient Watershed Program is an initiative under the National Adaptation Fund for Climate Change, NAFCC. It specifically aims to enhance microclimate resilience in semi-arid regions by promoting community-led water harvesting and management practices, thereby addressing climate change impacts at the local level. Question 32. Economic liberalization mainly affects which sector? The correct answer is option D, primary, secondary and tertiary. Explanation: economic liberalization involves reducing government restrictions and regulations in the economy. This process impacts all 3 sectors: primary, agriculture, mining, through market reforms and reduced subsidies; secondary, manufacturing, through deregulation, privatization, and foreign investment; and tertiary, services, through opening up to private and foreign players, leading to increased competition and efficiency. Therefore, it affects all sectors of the economy. Question 33. Read the following statements carefully and choose the correct option regarding assertion A and reason R. Assertion A. The 1991 reforms boosted India foreign exchange reserves significantly. Reason R. Liberalized trade policies increased both exports and capital inflows. The correct answer is option A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Explanation: the 1991 economic reforms in India, which included liberalized trade policies, indeed led to a significant boost in foreign exchange reserves. This was a direct result of increased exports due to reduced trade barriers and enhanced competitiveness, as well as substantial capital inflows from foreign direct investment and portfolio investment. Thus, both the assertion and the reason are true, and the reason correctly explains the assertion. Question 34. Match the dominant folk dance with the song theme, folk dance song theme. Panthi A. Devotional hymns of Guru Ghasidas, Harigatri 2. Gotipuya B. Krishna Jagannath Leela Narrativesi. Kalbelia C. Sensuous serpent metaphorsive. Tippani D. Work song pounding couplets, Satyo Re. The correct answer is option A. IA, to be, 3C. 4D. Explanation. The correct matches are I. Panthi, Chhattisgarh, is a devotional dance of the Satnami community, performed to the hymns of Guru Ghasidas. 2. Gotipuya, Odisha, is a traditional dance performed by young boys dressed as girls, depicting Krishna Jagannath Leela narratives. 3. Kalbelia, Rajasthan, is a folk dance of the Kalbelia tribe, known for its graceful movements resembling a serpent, often using serpent metaphors. 4. Tippani, Gujarat, is a folk dance performed by women using long wooden sticks, tippani, to beat the floor, often accompanied by work song pounding couplets like Sathiori. Question 35. Consider the following statements. 1. The 6th schedule is applicable to Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh. 2. It empowers autonomous district councils to make laws on specified subjects. Which of the above are correct? The correct answer is option B, only 2. Explanation. The 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution provides for the administration of tribal areas in Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram, AMTM, not Nagaland and Arunachal Pradesh. It empowers autonomous district councils, ADCs, and regional councils to make laws on specified subjects like land, forest, water, shifting cultivation, village administration, inheritance, marriage, social customs, etc., for the better administration of these tribal areas. Therefore, only statement 2 is correct. Question 36. Consider the following statements about the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST. 1. It observes in the near-infrared and mid-infrared spectrum. 2. It is positioned at the Sun-Earth Lagrange point L2. 3. It carries a coronagraph for exoplanet detection. Which of the above statements are correct? The correct answer is option D, all 1, 2 and 3. Explanation. The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, is designed to observe primarily in the near-infrared and mid-infrared spectrum, allowing it to peer through dust and gas to observe the first stars and galaxies. It is indeed positioned at the Sun-Earth Lagrange point L2, which provides a stable orbit and allows for continuous observation without Earth's interference. Furthermore, JWST is equipped with a coronagraph, a specialized instrument that blocks out the light of a star, enabling the direct observation and characterization of faint objects like exoplanets orbiting that star. Thus, all 3 statements are correct. Question 37. Read the statements about the Goncha festival of Bastar. 1. Tupki, a mock gun made of bamboo, uses Goncha fruit as bullets. 2. The chariot procession was started by Chalukya rulers. 3. Rath Yatra begins on Ashad Shukla Dashmi and ends on Dutiya. Which of the above statements are correct? The correct answer is option A, only 1 and 2. Explanation. The Goncha festival is a unique tribal festival celebrated in Bastar, Chhattisgarh. During this festival, a mock gun called Tupki, made of bamboo, is used, and the Goncha fruit serves as its bullets, making statement 1 correct. The tradition of the chariot procession, Rath Yatra, in Bastar is believed to have been started by the Chalukya rulers, making statement 2 correct. However, the Rath Yatra in Bastar typically begins on Ashad Shukla Dutiya, the second day of the bright fortnight of Ashad, and ends on Ashad Shukla Dashmi, which is the reverse of what is stated in statement 3. Therefore, only statements 1 and 2 are correct. Question 38. In Carnatic music, a laghu with 5 beats is known as ____ jati. The correct answer is option C, Khada. Explanation. In Carnatic music, the laghu is one of the 5 angas, parts, of a tala. Its duration varies according to the jati type. A laghu with 5 beats is known as Khada jati. The other jatis are Tishra, 3 beats, Chaturashra, 4 beats, Mishra, 7 beats, and Sankirna, 9 beats. Question 39. Which of the following statements about judo is correct? 1. Judo was introduced in 1882 by Jigoro Kano in Japan. 2. India's first national judo championship was held in 1970 at Delhi University. 3. Kalpana Devi won gold at the 2010 Judo World Cup. 4. Judo became an Olympic sport in 1965. The correct answer is option A, only 1. Explanation: Judo was indeed created and introduced in Japan in 1882 by Jigoro Kano, making statement 1 correct. India's first national judo championship was held in 1966, not 1970. Kalpana Devi is a prominent Indian judoka, but the specific claim about 2010 Judo World Cup gold needs verification and is not the most defining fact. Judo became an Olympic sport for men in 1964, Tokyo Olympics, not 1965, and for women in 1992. Therefore, only statement 1 is definitively correct. Question 40. Which of the following features distinguishes the Elephanta caves from other rock cut sites of early India? The correct answer is option B. The caves focus on Shavite themes and feature sculptural depth through light and shadow. Explanation: the Elephanta caves, located near Mumbai, are renowned for their magnificent rock-cut architecture, primarily dedicated to Lord Shiva. What distinguishes them is their profound focus on Shavite themes, particularly the grand Trimurti sculpture, and the artistic mastery in creating sculptural depth and dramatic effects using light and shadow. They are not primarily Buddhist, Jain, or Vaishnavite, nor are they from the Mauryan period. They belong to the Kalchuri period, 5th to 8th centuries CE. Question 41. What is the core structural focus of the 2024 India-UAE Bilateral Investment Treaty, BIT, within India's international investment strategy? The correct answer is option C, assures post-establishment investor confidence via standard and national treatment. Explanation: the 2024 India-UAE Bilateral Investment Treaty, BIT, primarily focuses on assuring post-establishment investor confidence. This means it aims to protect investments once they have been made, by guaranteeing fair and equitable treatment, national treatment, treating foreign investors no less favorably than domestic investors, and protection against expropriation, among other standard provisions. This approach is consistent with India's revised BIT model, which prioritizes investor protection after the investment has been established, rather than granting pre-establishment rights. Question 42. The Santosh Trophy 2022-23 final was uniquely held in where Karnataka defeated Meghalaya to win the title after 54 years. The correct answer is option B, Riyadh. Explanation: the final of the Santosh Trophy 2022-23, India's premier state-level football championship, was uniquely held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This marked the first time the final was hosted outside India. Karnataka emerged victorious, defeating Meghalaya to claim the title after a gap of 54 years. Question 43. Which of the following statements best captures the essence of Landscapes of Loss, the story of an Indian drought by Kavita Iyer? The correct answer is option A, a study on droughts' human and ecological impacts in India. Explanation: Landscapes of Loss, the story of an Indian drought by Kavita Iyer is a non-fiction work that delves into the profound human and ecological impacts of drought in various regions of India. The book explores the socio-economic consequences, environmental degradation, and the resilience of communities facing water scarcity, offering a comprehensive study rather than a fictional narrative or historical account of policies. Question 44. Consider the following statements about glacial landforms, Statement 1. Hanging valleys are often found opening into main glacial valleys at higher elevations. Statement 2. Spurs of such hanging valleys are frequently truncated into triangular facets. Which of the following statements are correct? The correct answer is option C. 1 and 2 are correct. Explanation. Hanging valleys are indeed characteristic glacial landforms where tributary valleys are left at a higher elevation than the main glacial valley, often resulting in waterfalls. This occurs because the main glacier erodes its valley more deeply than the smaller tributary glaciers. The spurs, ridges, between these tributary valleys are often truncated, cut off, by the powerful main glacier, forming steep, flat-faced cliffs known as triangular facets. Thus, both statements are correct. Question 45. What is the primary function of the Crew Escape System, CES, on ISRO's human-rated LVM-3, HLVM-3, rocket? The correct answer is option B, to eject the crew module to safety during launch emergencies. Explanation. The Crew Escape System, CES, is a critical safety feature on human-rated launch vehicles like ISRO's human-rated LVM-3, HLVM-3. Its primary function is to rapidly eject the crew module, containing the astronauts, to safety in the event of any anomaly or emergency during the launch phase, ensuring the crew's survival. It is not involved in orbital insertion, docking, or re-entry thermal shielding. Question 46. Which of the following statements about Justice Sanjeev Khanna are true? 1. He is the 51st Chief Justice of India. 2. He succeeded Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. 3. He served as CJI from 2023. The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. Explanation. Justice Sanjeev Khanna is indeed slated to become the 51st Chief Justice of India, CJI, succeeding the incumbent Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. His tenure as CJI is expected to begin in November 2024, not 2023. Therefore, statements 1 and 2 are true, while statement 3 is false. Question 47. Which of the following objectives are part of the National Population Policy, NPP, 2001? Providing free and compulsory education up to 14 years of age. 2. Increasing fertility rate to ensure demographic dividend. 3. Reducing infant mortality rate below 30 per 1000 live births. 4. Promoting delayed marriage for girls. The correct answer is option C. Only 1, 3 and 4 are correct. Explanation. The National Population Policy, NPP, 2000 aimed at achieving population stabilization. Its key objectives included providing free and compulsory education up to 14 years of age. Statement 1, reducing the infant mortality rate below 30 per 1000 live births. Statement 3, and promoting delayed marriage for girls. Statement 4. The policy aimed at reducing the total fertility rate, not increasing it, to achieve population stabilization and harness the demographic dividend effectively. Therefore, statement 2 is incorrect, and statements 1, 3, and 4 are correct. Question 48. The ancient rock inscription at Girnar, which details the Sudarshana Lake, is located in which present-day Indian state? The correct answer is option A, Gujarat. Explanation. The Girnar rock inscription, famous for its details on the Sudarshana Lake and the achievements of the Shaka ruler Rudradman I, is located near Junagadh in the present-day state of Gujarat. This inscription is a crucial historical source for understanding the administrative and engineering feats of ancient India. Question 49. Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt is a renowned exponent of which musical instrument? The correct answer is option C, Mohan Veena. Explanation. Pandit Vishwa Mohan Bhatt is a celebrated Indian musician known for his mastery of the Mohan Veena, which is a modified Hawaiian slide guitar. He is credited with popularizing this instrument globally and won a Grammy Award in 1994 for his album A Meeting by the River. Question 50. At the Paris 2024 Paralympics, in which event did Simran win a medal, marking India's first Paralympic medal in that category? The correct answer is option B, Women's 200-meter T12. Explanation: at the Paris 2024 Paralympics, Simran won a bronze medal in the Women's 200-meter T12 event, marking India's first Paralympic medal in that category. The T12 classification is for athletes with visual impairment. Navdeep Singh won a gold medal in the men's javelin throw F41 event at the same games.